So ladies and gentlemen, this is 5 2-minute rounds of boxing for the vacant Masters title. So ladies and gentlemen, your boxer standing in the red corner, representing Britannia, raise the roof for the one, the only, Chris King. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, boxing out of the blue corner, representing Spartans, raise the roof for the one, the only, legendary, Kane Mallinson. Over to your referee.
Five 2-minute rounds for the vacant Masters title. Chris King, Britannia Gym, in the red corner with the black shorts. Kane Mallinson, Spartans Gym, the blue shorts with the red trim. Former fighter himself, Ross Chard, our man in the middle, commentated on a number of Ross's bouts.
Boxers ready?
So the vacant title belt at stake. Two
Boxers ready?
excellent
Round
boxers in this ring. When I looked at this Valhalla card previously, I thought this could be one of the bouts of the night, and immediately inside the first 10 seconds, the leather's flying, and that's what I like about both these men. They love to come and fight. It's in their DNA. Kane Mallinson, watched from the beginning. He's a born fighter. It's just in his blood. He tries to retire, but he can't. He comes back and again, and he comes back, and it doesn't matter how much or little he's trained, somehow he finds a way to go the distance. And he's going to be tested today because he's found a mirror image in Britannia's Chris King. I love the style of these two guys. They've got the warrior heart. They're old school in the best possible way. And if it goes the distance, and I know how durable both these men are, the crowd will be in for a treat because neither will want to give ground. As it is, though, Kane pushing hard in this opening round. Great career for Kane. Admits he's coming towards the end of it, but don't write him off. He's always got that will, that iron will. And at the moment, Chris is fighting a rear guard here in the opening round. Oh, and a booming right hand from Kane. He does carry KO power. We've seen it in the past. And he swarms as well. One of a number of mouth-watering title fights here tonight on Valhalla. And Kane always a crowd favourite. Chris soaking it up, fires back with his own left hook. And they stand toe to toe. I don't think there'll be much distance between them across the 5 rounds. And a little smile from Kane as that left hook came over the top from Chris. Now Chris came back well towards the end, but I've got to go with the blue corner for that opening round. It was dominant in the sense of taking ring control and the amount thrown. Mallinson brothers there giving Kane advice. They'll be quite happy with that opening round, I'm sure.
Corners out.
Nick Morris in the opposite corner will be saying to Chris, let's see you back him up a bit more, Stan.
Boxers ready?
Don't let him force where it's for.
Round 2.
And that's what I like about these two boxers. They'll want to take the control. As it is, Kane comes out with the bit between his teeth once more, putting the combinations in. Chris, though, soaks it up, looks to fire back. And you can hear Nick saying forward. He doesn't want Chris to be seen by the judges to be the one backing off. It's important when you've got two men with almost identical styles and like fighting this way. You can't be the back foot fighter, and I think that's what Nick is saying, but this is what Kane is doing so well. He's forcing the pace, beautiful shot to the body as well there. As I said, don't get me wrong, I've talked about their heart, their cardio. They're good boxers too, both these men. And Kane asking questions once more. Chris tucked up tight. Kane switches to the body. Good straight jab and the right hook over the top. Chris ducks the next one. Pushes back to the centre. He just needs to work more for me in this bout. Now he starts his own work. Oh, solid left from Kane. Now, the fact that Ross didn't feel the need to step in shows how well Chris took that. In fact, Ross has been a spectator across these opening 2 rounds. Now he steps a bit closer as Kane looks to keep Chris backed up, really going big here in the second round. Chris steps back, buys himself space, but he is under pressure again from Kane. And I've seen in previous bouts when you think Kane might be spent, where he's gone out for broke and he hasn't done it, you think now he's there for the taking. He finds a second wind. He always finds a second wind. But now it's moments again like in the first where Chris looks to pull forward. But it's late again. They acknowledge each other sportingly. But I've got Kane 2 rounds to the good. Vital third round here for Chris. 3 rounds to 0 with only 2 left is a hard climb. He's got to come back now. This third round for me is vital.
Boxers ready. Round 3.
3 of 5. And again, Kane comes straight out, right hand over the top reply from Chris. Chris looking to stay in the centre this time. Kane working around him. Chris already, you can see a busier start to this round. The corner will have told him, Britannia, good team, good corner. Nick will have told him, you need this round. Can't let it pull away from you. That's easier said than done when you got Kane Mallinson in front of you. But Chris is, and as Chris comes forward again, he eats that left hook. And again, Ross, no need to step in because Chris took it so well. What a chin. And Kane keeps putting these combinations in. Keeps pushing them out. The right hand over the top, then the left. Chris comes back now with the left and right. Looks to back Kane up for the first time in the bout. Steps forward again, urgency to Chris's work here. Kane steps round him. The corner, call Chris on again. Kane relying on the jab defensively now. Then fires the left and rights as Chris steps in. Chris has done a better job for me here in the third. He stopped that relentless forward movement of Kane. And he needed to. That said, that's still a dangerous left hook from the man in the blue corner. Left hook in reply from Chris. Works the body, Kane. Breathes deeply. Oh, they thought it was the bell, both of them. And a stiff jab from both again. Chris, though, the man forcing the issue this round, asking questions of Kane now. I had a feeling this would be a fantastic battle. Iron wills, these two. That is it. And I'd say, even if he didn't win it, Chris was well back in that round. I would go as far as to say maybe he's pulled a round back. 2 rounds to 1 on my unofficial scorecard. I don't score it officially, but if I was scoring it, I'd have the first 2 to Kane, third one to Chris. Penultimate round, 4 of 5.
Boxers ready. Round 4.
They touch gloves. Kane swings in again. Little left hook reply from Chris. Kane starts to look to put the combinations in again. Chris walks forward once more. Kane steps round him. What a battle this is turning out to be. Jab from Kane. Then the hooking punches. Chris steps in. Kane turns. They're turning up the heat once more here in round 4. Stiff jab from Kane as Chris comes in. Working round his man nicely. Stepping off that centre line. Working laterally. Good movement from Kane as Chris looks to walk him down and work. Looks for the uppercut left hook combination. Chris sticking to his guns. Stepping forward. But caught with a left and right there as Kane looks to turn him. Chris looks for the uppercut in reply. Chris still looking to keep the pressure on, but even with a rear guard action, Kane is throwing leather and still firing back. Chris steps in. Kane throws that jab first as he does so. Looks for the right to the body. Stiff jab again. Now, although Chris is pouring in, Kane's doing a good job of getting through at first, as he did with that stiff jab, making Chris reset as he comes forward. Both men jab and land at the same time. Oh, looping haymaker from Kane, the wildest shot he's thrown all evening, and Chris looks to capitalise. Kane regroups, gets his composure back, throws a nice left hook. Throws again. Oh, tough round, very close, round 4. I've got it 2 blue, 1 red, 1 drawn, with the 5th and final round coming up.
Corners out. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we enter the 5th and the final round. Round 5.
So 5th and final round, and both men will want to give it their all. Chris looks to push forward hard. Kane looks to throw in defence as he comes forward. Hooking punches as Chris comes in. Chris looks for the bowler right, lands with the left. What a 5th round this has started out to be. As I said, 2 of my favourite men on the circuit, and giving us a show again. Kane is cut. Kane is cut on the left eye. I knew this would be a war, and it's really turning out that way. Kane's left eye is cut as he backs up. Blood on the forehead of Chris. I wonder if it was an accidental clash of heads. Either way, it's good it's the 5th and final round. Oh, both men throwing everything now. And that's a nasty cut. Well, I say nasty, it's the adrenaline's flowing, the blood's pumping. It always looks worse than it is when you're in full flow. But neither wants to take a backward step. The crowd loving this bout. Hard work going in from both. Ross, for the first time, I feel, in 5 rounds, has had to step between them. And our referee as well was an exciting man to watch in the ring. Always went for the big shots. And he'll be loving this as well. He's had very little to do. 2 sporting warriors in there. Oh, right to the end, these 2. No quarter arsenal given. Hard shots. Combination work from Kane as Chris comes in. Little flurries of punches from both now. Chris looking to keep Kane backed up. And there you have it. What a battle from these 2 men. I've got it for Kane by a round. I've got it for Kane by 1 round. But what a battle from these 2. Let's see if the judges agree. There's the cut. It was good. It was the 5th and final round. And if you look at it, not in a bad position, even if it wasn't. But still, it's all over now.
Both boxers to the centre.
Here we go for the official decision. It is close, but I think blue corner's taken it.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have a taste of Santorini here? Where are they? Come to the ring, thank you. Give them a massive round of applause, one of our fight sponsors. So ladies and gentlemen, this fight was sponsored by Taste of Santorini. Give them a massive round of applause, well done. Without the sponsors, these shows would not be able to continue. So massive well done. But ladies and gentlemen, after 5 tough rounds of boxing, we go to our judges ringside. All in favour. And a new Master Champion, boxing, out of the blue corner!
Yeah, Kane by a round for me. Kane by a round. Great sportsmanship, because Kane and Chris are 2 genuine warriors. and it was close, but I think Kane did enough, especially early. What warriors these two men.